welcome to my vlog. Welcome to tonight's chatter. Last night we didn't have any plans for our typical waterfall walk, but this morning when we woke up reasonably late for us, she's trying to get a look-see. Reasonably late for us, hubby comes back from the toilet and goes, "I've been thinking we should do Mount Wellington." And I said, funnily enough, I was thinking of Mount Wellington last night too.
What's that be?
Sophie's not there. Because Sophie's on the couch.
No, that.
Go get Flopsy.
That.
Go get Flopsy. Sophie, I'm recording.
What's that noise?
It's going to be me getting really angry.
Hungry.
Grumpy. Go. So yeah, we mentioned to each other about going up Mount Wellington. Now, I didn't have the same plan that Marcus had. Marcus planned to go up to the top of Mount Wellington. You may have remembered seeing some views from the house in the driveway that shows a mountain kind of in the distance. Well, that's the mountain. It predominates the city. So he said kind of, right, okay, get up, you're on coffee duty. He's on man flu duty. He was driving. So went out, fed the pets, and our next door neighbours were out in the backyard, in their yard, and they had apparently just picked up a massive Christmas tree for, they said, $45. And I kind of thought, that's a pretty good price for a Christmas tree. And he said, yeah, it's up at the fire station, you know, up in a close suburb. And we were going out anyway, and I mentioned it to Marcus, and he kind of goes, yeah, we could do that. So we go and do our trip. We take lots of pictures. He's kind of talking with me about being strategic for the recordings, whether or not I have a story to go with the trip. And I'm kind of going, no, I just take pictures on the way and I get to share them with you. So it's kind of like things that interest me on the road. Now, on this particular road, it's 51 kilometers from here by road to the top of the mountain. It's 27 kilometers as the crow flies. It's 15 minutes, 10 minutes into the city, and then it's driving up to the mountain. It's gorgeous. I had no intention of knitting this trip, so I was taking pictures on the journey. He has said to me that he will go to the effort of downloading the car cam, so that would be helpful if I decide to do that. Sorry, distracted by the kid. So that might be an option, that we actually get some footage of speeded up driving around the roads, especially this particular road because it's twisty and turny and that kind of thing. So I took a few pictures of the junctions going through. It's boring as batshit, to be honest, you know, but it's different for somebody who's not done it before. So let me get that uploading, because it will do it automatically, but I'm starting it now. It goes to Google Photos. It backs up on Google Photos. He's got a G Suite account. Google is now capping the limit of the thing that you can do. But anyway, so then you have to start paying for server space, cloud space, like every other service, to be honest. So took all these photos. He's saying he will download. Those photos go into the whip and chat that I do tomorrow. And the story comes out from there. So no sneak peeks today of the mountain, because this isn't about sneak peeks. We drove up and it was, you know, we knew the weather was going to be closing in around 1 or 2 in the afternoon. So we had to get up there kind of early. And it wasn't a warm day, but when we got up the top of the mountain, holy cow, it was blowing a hooligan. And it was, as a result, the apparent temperature, the wind chill factor, that's the word I'm looking for. The wind chill factor was really, you know, low. It was, you know, within 10 degrees C. So we get out of the car and it's blowing like 70 kilometers an hour, and I'm guessing it could be less, but it felt like it was blowing quite hard, and then the wind chill. So we didn't go up to the trig point, which would have been in the open wind. We went just around the bottom. Again, there's pictures that will explain all of that. And then Sophie and I went for a walk around the big tower. And again, this will all come out in the whip and chat. We went down to the viewing platform, got into a bit of a lee. I did a little bit of a video there. And Sophie was awesome. She was holding my hand for most of it. She had her hand on her hoodie. So I had a hoodie up. She had her hoodie up. It was quite funny. And Marcus sat in the car because, you know, man flu. And then we went back down, and it was so nice to get out of the wind. It felt like the wind was blowing straight through that ear and straight through my head out the other ear. It was bone-numbing cold and, you know, blowing. And if you've ever gone hiking, you will know what it's like to have that wind in your ear, and you just feel it like in the depth of your head. It's not nice. So I'm glad we weren't up there longer, and I'm glad it wasn't colder than it was, because we just went up in hoodies. Now, yeah, it's very hard not to tell stories today for what needs to be told tomorrow. Oh dear. People can be in their shorts and getting sunburnt in the city, in Hobart, and then they go up the mountain and get, you know, frostbite. It's, you know, and it's right in the city. It's like, you know, I used to live 10 minutes from the city on the way up to the mountain. It was, and I said to Marcus on the way, I said, I could live here, you know. I could live back here. And he's kind of going, no, it's going to go up like that when it goes up. No. Anyway. So, came home. What? Oh, I just hit it. I thought it magnetized or something. Came home and watched Mrs. Coffee. Diamond Art Club came into the chat. It's always fun when Diamond Art Club comes into the chat. I'm one of her moderators, so I kind of, you know, I'll join in, but there's still that kind of watching out for people. And there's a bucket load of us moderating as well, keeping an eye out for weirdos and, you know, hiding them or timing them out or whatever it is. Anyway, Diamond Art Club come in, and you know something's going to go down with Diamond Art Club, whether it's the release of a new photo, sneak peeks of new photos. There were sneak peeks of new photos if you want to see them. Wow. There's one, and I mean, I'm not necessarily into this kind of gothic stuff, but Jasmine Beckett, wow, it was gorgeous. You take your torch, Sophie. So, Diamond Art Club decided that they were going to give away points, and 5 people had a chance to win points, and Mrs. Coffee did a number, and people had to put in the number, and I was one of the lucky recipients. And it's like, I get 2,500 points, and I don't know if I'm going to get an extra 1,000 for being a mod as well, because DAC we're going to give 1,000 to all your mods too. And I was like, holy cow! And all of the moderators put their comments in one chunk, and there's a whole heap of us, and it's so nice to kind of be in a bunch of friends that, you know, kind of get treated like that by Diamond Art Club. Diamond Art Club are awesome. I love them to bits. The conversations I've had with the guys on chat, and the conversation even within Mrs. Coffee's live chat. I don't know, Sophie. It's a leaf. Even conversations within the live chat, they've been, you know, so good, and everything that they've gone through has been a huge ordeal. Right. So, then I got home, and there's the Uncrafty after hours chat with Crashly and Ruby Q that gets a little bit, you know, dodgy. I heard what you said about me, girls. I'm watching you. Yeah, so I've gone back and I've listened to that, but I left it to go and watch a movie with Marcus, which was unusual because, you know, he might watch a movie and I'll be sitting here on the computer, but I'm trying to have more non-computer time. So, yeah, Diamond Art Club have always been so respectful to me. I know other people have issues with them. Well, I would push it back saying, well, what have you done? Yeah, so there's that. So yeah, yeah, like I say, it's always fun. It always gets crazy. And Mrs. Coffee is getting so many people in her live chats. It's like 366 and the chat goes flying and yeah. Trying to get your head around it. Like, there's no way one person can read it, let alone us mods. It's eyes like hawks on that kind of thing. So after dinner, Marcus made bolognese, and after dinner, I did some stitching. Now, I forgot to tell you, on the way home from the mountain, we did the tip off with the Christmas tree, and we went to the fire station and we picked a Christmas tree. I walked into the shed and saw this Christmas tree and kind of thought, that's pretty good. And as I'm walking up to it, I pick the one on the right hand side and take it out and stand it and kind of go, ooh, I likey. And then the dude that was faffing around looking at all of the different ones goes to the tree that I had first spotted and picks it up, and then he looks at mine and he goes, oh, that's really nice. And I'm kind of thinking, my hand is on it, dude. This is like chess. My tree. He wasn't challenging me for it. But we got the tree, and we thought we might be having to put it onto the roof of the car, onto the roof rack. And it was such a small tree, we were able to just flap the seat down and slide it in next to Sophie and the boots. So we have a tree. We have a Christmas tree, a real life Christmas tree. I need to find a bucket for it tomorrow and make sure it doesn't get too dry. And yeah, we'll have a real Christmas tree. So the plan would be, I put the lights on it, and I'll let the girls put the tinsel and the decorations on it when the kid gets home on Friday. So yeah, she can do it with Sophie, and Sophie can have a thrill at the lights without anything else on the tree and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. But I did my stitching, and I'll flip you on the camera in just a second. I'll prepare the floor for you, and you can see what I did, and I'll tell you what I did, because I fluffed it and I'm kind of kicking myself. And I know with my first fish I had gone wrong, but going wrong on the second was like, oh man. So you ready? I have battled with this arm. I've given her a bicep. This arm started going down, and it was around about here where I kind of thought, oh, something's not matching up here. So I frogged it. And then I did it again, and I went, something's definitely not matching up here. So I frogged it again. And then I started from the fish and worked up. And then I got to round about here, and I'm going, something's not quite right. And then I got up to here, and I went, oh good lord. So she's gone up in a cup size on the left boob to kind of compensate for the fudging. I hope it looks okay. I'm a little bit scared. And she's got much more pronounced kind of shoulder biceps. So she's looking all butch on one side and all kind of wimpy on the other. Anyway, and the forearm is, you know, it's as wide as it is anyway. Turns out, down here somewhere, I've put in an extra stitch on the top of the, well, I can count the extra stitch on the top of the fish here. And then I thought I'd got it right here, but no, I'm over one on the fish. So this is over one from the finger. And it's over one for the duration then up to the top of the arm. That's why it wasn't matching. And then you had this line here, thereabouts, and I've noticed I've got half stitches. I'm going to have to fix them. There was a line just here that didn't duplicate in Pattern Keeper. So if you weren't careful, I think Rachel made this mistake, you lost a line and it didn't meet up, and you're kind of going, what the hell, where did I... Well, it was a glitch in Pattern Keeper. It wasn't necessarily the stitcher, so I think Rachel has the same problem. She was frogging as well. But she's just messaged me because I sent her the picture saying, okay, I'm done and I've fluffed it and I'm just going to have to fudge it. But we've got the head, which I will do first, because if there's any other mistakes, I can fluff it with the hair. The hair I am planning on doing purple, and I was just talking to another friend of mine who's doing this, and thinking of doing a blue skunk streak in her hair, kind of round about here and down. I could change it and do more of a kind of skin, pale skin or light blue, but you know, like the grey skunk streak, the grey skunk streaks that you see in some people's hair. I've got a friend of mine, she's Indian, and she has a skunk streak in her hair, naturally. I'm assuming it's natural, but yeah, that was the plan. That was the intention. So yeah, fudging, and we'll make it just work. And yeah, I will show it to the group when I'm off here and post my picture on the group and tell Aaron and apologize to Aaron for all his awesome work, that I fluffed it and got it wrong somewhere down around here. But it's kind of vague enough that you can, from here now, it's kind of vague enough that you can kind of fill in the bits and make it work without it being too disastrous, I hope. It is, oops, number 4. It's the 4th I will be opening this. I'm going to leave the other one till the 12 days of Christmas. And this is double sealed. And I realized there was a magnet in there because my bracelet's actually attached to something when I was sliding my hand in the other day. So it's like, oh, I get it. A needle minder. It's like, cool. So, magnet. Clues. But I don't know what the thing is, other than it's a frog theme. Ooh! Oh. Okay, so there's remnants of the tissue paper. Cross-stitch sassy pouch. Card. Right. It's a little wooden frog. That one. Look! Really cute. Next to the sassy devil. That is a Tasmanian devil. They are particularly noisy creatures at nighttime. And, yes, interesting. They do sound like Taz in the cartoon. So that is number 4 in the frog-themed box. So there you go. There's my tales for the day. I have one doctor's report. I don't know if I mentioned it last night. One doctor has given me their medical report that the tax office need. Now I need to get my report from my GP, and that will be Monday afternoon. So nothing further is going to happen until Monday afternoon, and then it's going to be up to the tax office people to do their thing, to say yay or nay before I know what is actually happening with surgery. My GP had said that I could increase one of the morning meds, so I did that this morning. I'm not sure it did any good. It's the one that's gabapentin, so it's for the nerve rather than more pain meds. So, yeah, that's about the only thing that's changed, really. Tomorrow is my recording day, and yeah, if you happen to be a Mrs. Coffee subscriber and you were in her live today, she was talking about this, that she does all her videos on one day. Well, yeah, I do that pretty similarly as well. I do my recording on a Sunday, for instance, because it's easy to do this kind of thing. It's easy to do the recording. It's my editing that takes longer. So what I will do is I will record all my videos, and then I will go in and I'll edit one, and then I'll bump it up and schedule it, and then I'll edit another one and bump it up and schedule it. But while my computer is busy doing the exporting, I can't really do anything else except web browse. I can't do more recording or anything else because just the brain power just ain't there. And that's fine. So what I do is I kind of time it so that I will edit my whip and chat, and then I'll be able to eat, or as I'm doing tomorrow, I'll be cooking dinner. So I've got to probably buy a chicken, because I like chicken, roast chicken. It's easy to do, and it's yummy. Sophie eats it. She didn't really eat the bolognese that we had today. So yeah, there's all that. So that's the plan for tomorrow, and I'll keep you posted on that one. I need to put my photos up. You know, it was really stupid. The photo yesterday in my photo a day challenge was aqua. And I kind of go, what the hell is aqua? What am I going to do for aqua? Could I take a bit of a spin on the story and do water, but that's agua? And it was like, not quite. I go out this morning and I say to Marcus, oh my lord, look at what's sitting in our driveway. A bloody aqua car. The 120Y is aqua. And I didn't even think to photograph the old lady. We haven't been driving her. Her brakes are seized or something, and then father-in-law will be taking her back, even though Marcus's grandmother bequested it to him in her will or dying bed or something. Anyway, so yeah, I've got to catch up on my photos, so I will be doing that in just a minute as well. So you will see photos up. You will see this video up. No video tomorrow except the vlog, but yeah, there's no scheduled video for Sunday. And then I need to start getting my brain into gear for the premieres, because I need to start recording that, because if I do have surgery, I don't know what shape I'm going to be in leading up to Christmas, and I can't really expect other people to do the right thing by me and give me their videos by the 10th if I haven't myself done that same thing too. So yeah, I've got a few days. I've got 5 days. And plenty of time. Except that this thing here, the blonde, is normally running around the house like a lunatic, and not quiet like this right now. Yeah. So that's that. All right, I'll let you go. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.